Alright folks, I'm going to show you how to use a new type of tool in around flat patterns in sheet metal. So I'm going to go into Inventor and I'm going to start a new part. So go File, New, and then Sheet Metal Part, and click there. And I'm going to recreate a couple of things shown in this assignment. So I've got these VEX parts that are found in the classroom, and you're going to pick 3 of them and draw each of them in Inventor, and then use the bend tool to make these like flanges and stuff. So here's just a quick example here. Notice that it also says these are going to be fairly, like, they're generally long rebar kind of, well, not rebar, but sheet metal. So you can use just sections of it. You don't have to do the full thing. You can, kind of truncate it so it's a little smaller. That's totally fine. So I'm going to go here to Start 2D Sketch. And I'm just making this part up, so this doesn't reflect the actual dimensions of a real part, but it'll be kind of the same idea. I'm going to make a 2-point center, and let's say my bottom space is, let's say it's 1.5 inches in width, and let's say we've got like it's 3 inches, like that. So, well, maybe let's go, let's do 5 inches, and then click Finish. So now, if I go ahead and say Face is essentially the extrude button for sheet metal. I'm going to click on that. It's going to extrude this up. And notice it doesn't give me an option for how thick the metal is going to be. So I'm just click OK. And I can change that over here where we go to Sheet Metal Defaults. Click on that. And then I unselect Use Thickness from Rule. And go right here and I can say, hey, I want this to be like, if I wanted it to be a 1/16 of an inch, I could go 0.0625. It's a 1/16 of an inch instead of 0.12. So next thing I want to do is create the flanges that go up. So on this, you'll see that right here, these flanges that stand up. I'm going to go ahead and use this part. This is flange. And flange is interesting because it's going to automatically start creating a wall that's the same thickness as the sheet metal we've created. So we can do 2 at a time, which is cool. I can do both sides at the same time. The edge that I select is important. If I select one of the lower edges down here, and then maybe one that's up here, they're going to be misaligned and flip different directions. So you want to make sure that you're consistent with where you're clicking. So this upper edge, this upper edge. And it's going to ask us how far up that extends. An inch looks like it's fine, so I'm going to just say that that's good. Also, as a fun thing, you can change the degrees in here, like it's a book, which is kind of cool. This one we just want 90. And click OK. And that is a really simple first exposure to using the bend or the flange tool on sheet metal. You can do some cool things with this, like these corners here. And here you can see that there's just a little bit of a chamfer in there. There are a bunch of holes in here too. I'm not going to make you add those because they're kind of tedious, and that's not exactly the purpose of this activity. It's more to learn the flange and bending and all that kind of stuff. So we could use a 3D model. A lot of the familiar tools will show up in here, so if I wanted to chamfer or fillet or whatever, I can still do that right there, those corners. Yeah, and then click OK, and that's awesome. So I've got this part, but when you submit your part, you're not going to show me what it looks like when it's all together. What I want to do is in the sheet metal, I'm going to go here and say create flat pattern. So I click on that. It will bend this out to be flat. So it'll show me what it would look like before it's bent and then after. And if I go over here and I say go to folded part, it'll go back to this section like that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that kind of shows you how to do that. So not too shabby. Anyway, for this assignment, you're going to pick 3. They're just essentially variations of kind of the same geometry. but pretty much the same. And then you'll just submit a screenshot of each of them to Canvas. And that's it. So good luck.